بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. الله 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 عزيز الله 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 كريم الله 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 سبحان الله 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 سلطان الله. اللهم أنت السلطان ونحن عبيدك يا رب العالمين. اللهم ارحمنا، اللهم اغفر لنا، اللهم تجاوز عن سيئاتنا يا رب. Overlook our mistakes, forgive our mistakes. دستور يا سيدي يا سلطان الأنبياء يا رحمة للعالمين. دستور يا سيدي يا سلطان الأولياء في هذا العصر. دستور يا سيدي ومولاي، مدد يا رجال الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always forgive our mistakes. You try to advance, but shaitan is always there to make you regress. You try to learn how to be good to people, how to speak good to people, and shaitan sees that, and then he makes you speak bad to people or do bad to people, regress. Mawlana Sheikh Nazim, our master, Qaddas Allah Surru, inshallah, they are always looking over us. We are asking that our connection to them does not fade. We are asking that our connection to them does not get cut off. It's an order. وَالَّذِينَ يَصِلُونَ مَا أَمَرَ اللَّهُ بِهِ أَن يُوصَلْ. The ones that connect what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered them to connect. The opposite are وَالَّذِينَ يَقْطَعُونَ مَا أَمَرَ اللَّهُ بِهِ أَن يُوصَلْ. The other ones are the ones that cut off what they are ordered to connect. That is awliyaullah. You connect with them. You have to connect with them. Connect with them by mind, by body, by heart, so they can take you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's divine presence clean, pure, and decorated. Otherwise, we are in this dunya, you're getting dirty. The more we are in this dunya, the filthier we get, the dirtier we get, the stinkier we get, the uglier we get. The more you are in the mud, what happens to you? You look like that. Mud wrestling. You look like that. So awliyaullah, they are telling you, don't be a stinky, ugly person in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's divine presence. So you enter their way for what? To shower up, to clean up. You enter the hammam for what? To get cleaned. And then you come in the divine presence on the day of judgment. You're going to die, like we said yesterday. You appear, disappear. When you disappear, you want to come to the divine presence clean, pure. Otherwise, what do? They have hammam over there too. You don't want to go to the hammam in akhirah. You don't want to go to the hammam on the day of judgment. That hammam is very hot. Here, you can tolerate the heat. You go in, you get scrubbed, you get whatever you do, you get out clean, hot, but it's okay. Over there, the heat is intolerable. You don't want to be cleaned up over there. So that's why we enter. Mawlana Sheikh Nazim is reminding us, وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Holy Quran, in Surah Al-Baqarah, as the footnote says, verse 83, وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ, say to people, حُسْنًا, حُسْن, beautiful words. Do you say beautiful words only to your wife or to your husband? If you are on good terms. Otherwise, you don't look at her, she doesn't look at you. Do you say beautiful words to your children? Do you say beautiful words to your parents? Do you say beautiful words to your family, to your cousins? Do you say beautiful words to your neighbor? Allah, the Lord of heavens, is teaching you, oh human beings, say beautiful words to people. Who is following His command? The language of people is not the language of goodness anymore. The language of people nowadays is the language of Iblis. What is the language of Iblis? Swear at them, cuss them, show them who they are, reply to them. So human beings are following the way of shaitan, not following the way of Quran, not following the way of heavenly messages. So Mawlana Sheikh Nazim is saying, لا تجرحوا أحد. Don't injure anybody emotionally, not physically. Don't injure anybody's heart. ولا تستعملوا غلاظتكم مع بعض. Don't be rough to each other. Adab of Islam teaches everyone. Teaches the Westerners, teaches the Easterners, if you can say Easterners. All of them. Don't injure anybody, physically and emotionally. Don't use your rudeness with anyone. Don't use your harshness, your roughness, your toughness with anybody. You want to be tough? Go mud wrestle. You become like them. وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا هَذَا وَاجِبٌ. Say to people good words. This is a must. When shaitan sees you following Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's directions or following the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he comes to you to spoil your affairs, to spoil everything about you. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, say goodness, say kind words, say good things to people. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying, ليس منا من لم يرحم صغيرنا ويوقر كبيرنا. It is not from us who does not have mercy on the younger one and who has not respect on the older one. Do you respect the young ones? And do you respect the older ones, the elder ones? This is the adab of Islam. Have mercy on the small ones. Look. This is hadith. Have mercy on the small ones. What do they do in back home in the Middle East? Back in my country and the neighboring countries, they have mercy on the small ones. And they claim that they are Muslim. The mercy has been taken out from your hearts because shaitan is sitting there. There's no mercy when shaitan is sitting in your heart. There's la'na, there's zulmat, there's cursing and darkness that's coming down to your hearts. All these young ones, all these rulers, incinerating young ones, incinerating babies, all over the world, not only Middle East, everywhere. Everywhere. Islam teaches you to have mercy on the young ones. What is their fault? بأي ذنب قتلت. With what sin they were killed? By what sin they were killed? In Surah At-Takwir. بأي ذنب قتلت. That young one, for what reason was she killed or was he killed? For what reason? For you to sit on the chair? That day of judgment is coming. That hammam over there is going to roast you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. So following Islam, following pure Islam teaches first the leaders how to behave towards the society and communities and their people, and then teach the common ones how to behave and how to deal with their families, with their neighbors. Look, two things, one ayah from Quran, one hadith. Mawlana Sheikh Nazim is teaching humanity, not only the few people that are here or the few viewers that are online. Anyway, half the viewers are FBI and CIA. And back in my country and the neighboring country. What is he saying? Misinformation? There's no misinformation. It's all what is facts written. وَقُولُ, one ayah. You don't need more. One message from the Creator to you, whoever you are. Say good words to others. Enough advice to all of the human beings from the Lord of Heavens. Say good words to others. And from the messenger of that Creator, what is he saying? Have mercy on the young ones and respect the older ones. It's enough. It's enough. So Mawlana Sheikh Nazim is continuing. We have to respect also every human being, not only the people that are in Islam, not only the people that are in turuq, in tariqa. No, you have وَالْوَاجِبْ عَلَى سَالِكِهَا سَالِكِ الطَّرِيقَ, the one that has taken the path of Tariqa Naqshbandiyya, the follower of Tariqa Naqshbandiyya, which is the Lubbul Islam, the heart of Islam. What is must on that one, that he has to respect every human being. Kulli insan. The one that has taken the way of Islam and has gone deeper in following awliya Islam, the saints of Islam. Rumi was saint of whom? What was Rumi? Everybody loves Rumi. Who was he? Do they look? They only look at his poems because they think it applies to them. No. Who was Rumi? He was a mystic saint. Okay, mystic saint. From which faith? Who was his teacher? Was Buddha the teacher of Rumi? Was the Hindu whatever? I don't know much about Hinduism, but the Hindu books or the Hindu gurus, they were the teachers of Rumi. Was Jesus, peace be upon him, the teacher of Rumi? Was Moses the teacher of Rumi? Who was the teacher of Rumi? Where did he grow up, Rumi? He's from Balkh, from the areas of Khurasan, Afghanistan. You know Afghanistan, all have beards. That means they're Muslims. Rumi then is a Muslim. Who was the teacher of Rumi? Qaddasallahu sirruh. So Mawlana Sheikh Nazim is saying the one that has taken the deeper aspects of Islam and followed Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the teacher of Rumi, followed him deeper and deeper. He has to know that he has to respect every human being. Not only that, he has to see himself, he has to see others better than him, higher than him, kinder than him, more deserving to live than him, more deserving to enter Jannah than him. He has to see himself at the bottom. And everybody else is better and higher and closer to the Lord of Heavens. وَهَذَا أَدَبُ التَّصَوُّفِ. This is the adab of Sufism. They say, what is Sufism? Sufism is to kiss everybody's hand. Can you do that? That is Sufism. Go down to the bridges of Philadelphia? No. Go to the tent cities in the Bay Area and LA. Kiss people's hands. Can you do that? You go, no, I am better than him. كان يقول مولانا Sheikh Nazim is saying, لو أن أحدكم, if one of you رضي للكل أن يكونوا خيرا منه, He accepted everyone to be better than him, إِلَّا رَجُلًا وَاحِدًا, except one man or one woman, if it applies for women. So if one of you says, I accept everybody better than me except one I don't accept, I am better than him, then at that time, he and Iblis are on the same level. You and Shaitan have become on the same path, on the same satah, they say, surface, plane, same plane. If you accept everybody to be better than you, you say one is not better than me, I am better than him. You and Satan, the demon, the head demon, you and him have become together on the same plane. Your levels are the same. فَكَيْفَ بِمَنْ يَرَى نَفْسَهُ خَيْرًا مِنَ الْكُلِّ. So how about the one that sees himself better than all? I am the biggest sheikh of my time. I am better than all of you. Don't they get that in their hearts? Do you get that in your heart? I am better than him. I am better than her. I am higher level in my knowledge. I am higher level in my status. I am higher level in my university. I am higher level in my business. I am higher level in my worship. I am higher level in my closeness to the Creator. I am higher levels in every level, and I'm higher than these people. Do you get that in your heart? If you do, you have left tasawwuf. You have left the adab of Sufism, the adab of tasawwuf, as Mawlana Sheikh Nazim is saying. أدب التصوف أن يرى نفسه دون الكل. The adab of Sufism, the adab of Tariqa Naqshbandiyya and the other Turuk, and Islam, the adab of Islam. Adab is the etiquette of Islam, is to see yourself humble, lower than everybody. If there's one person you say, I am better than him, you have not reached. You're still with Shaitan on the same plane. Hey, how many shaitans of us are out there? Or in here? I am better than you, Adam, or you're better than me? That's my one, Sheikh Hisham. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us with them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him strength. And inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us on their path. I remember he used to come here. He used to ask, what was the son of Noah? The older son. Not Noor, the one older than him. Farid. He used to ask him, who is smarter, you or your dad? Do you remember, Sheikh? Who is smarter? What did he say? He used to say dad. He was on the right path. Now I don't know where he is. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects them, because awliyaullah are looking over them. But he always put himself under. So, Adam, who's better, me or you? No, you are better. See, you are higher. You're sitting on a chair. I don't have a chair. Adab al-tasawwuf. Tariqa is lost, is gone. There's no way, there's nobody knowing the way anymore. The way now is how to get higher and higher on Instagram. The way now, how to get higher and higher by collecting more people behind you. You know what Mawlana Sheikh Nazim said? He said, when people do this to you, it's not going to benefit you. That doesn't benefit you how many people alqish, how many people clap at you. It does not benefit you. It won't benefit you. They're going to throw you in the 6x6, whatever it is down there, in the ditch. They're going to throw you down there in the hole. And what do? Goodbye. And they leave. Why do they do that and they say goodbye? Because now there's somebody else. Yeah, you are gone. I am sitting in your place now. They are waiting for you to leave. Because they say it is our turn to get on the head of the table. This is how it has become nowadays. in spirituality and in real world. All these kings, they're all waiting for them to die. Why? Because the one that afterwards is wanting to come up says, it's my turn now. So it doesn't matter how many people clap. The way to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not like that. The way to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is to differentiate yourself from Iblis. That's why you're down here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I'm going to send you guidance. Guidance to get you away from the path of Iblis, from the plane of Iblis. That's Mawlana Shaykh Nazim is pointing to that word. You have to see yourself, you have to accept everybody that they are better than you. Better than you. I remember something I heard, a story, and inshallah we finish here. Everybody should be better. You should see them like that. So why do we take the path? Why do you take the path of Islam? Because there is Judgment Day. You want to be doing things that pleases the Creator on the Judgment Day, that the Creator, the Lord of Heavens, will be happy with us. And then He will say, welcome into my mercy oceans, my paradises, my love oceans are for you. I love you. That's why we have taken this path of Islam, and we have believed in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and all the messengers, all of them. We do not differentiate between any of them. All of them called to the truth. So when you take the path of Islam, you have taken it because of the Judgment Day, because you're going to give an accounting of what you have done. And you take the path of Awliyaullah because on that Judgment Day, you take the path of Sufism or Tariq, Turuq. Why? Because on that day, others will need your help. Shafa'atul Awliya. After Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, on his feet, on his footsteps, according to their level, Awliyaullah will fill paradises. It is said, and I heard it from Mawlana Shaykh Hisham, that Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband will fill 4 paradises. Did you hear that from him? Did you hear? 4 paradises. His power will fill 4 paradises. Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband. So you are taking this path for what? To help others on that day. He said, Grand Sheikh Abdullah Daghestani, one of the great saints of the time, he had a murid wanting to be a murid coming to his dargah, and I think you know this story. He said, "Ya Sayyidi, teach me tariqah. I want to be with you. I love you." The reason people come to these ways is that because they fall in love spiritually, not physical love, with the guide. There's a spiritual love, that your heart connects to the guide with a different kind of love, divine love. That is it has nothing to do with physicality, it's something different. So he said, yes, I want to be with you, I want to serve you and follow you. Give me something to do. What can I do? He said, your job is to go beat people up. You know that story, right, Hassan? Yeah. Beat people up. He said, wow, how beautiful. He is already Kabadai. Kabadai means gangster, macho man. A macho man. He went. Says, tomorrow you find this guy, this person at the market, give him a slap or 2. Beat him up. He went, he find him. He beat him. This man, you know the story, this man became very angry. Very angry. But he picked up his stuff and left. This macho man, this gangster, was surprised. He went up to Grand Sheikh and explained everything. He said, it's okay. Next day, I will send you somewhere else. A butcher has cut his meat and he's selling it in the market. You go beat him up. He sent him. Also, beat him up. The butcher smiled. Did not cry, did not yell, did not scream. He smiled, a big smile. And then he went on his way. This gangster came, explained everything. The third one, he said, I'm going to send you now out of town. There's somebody that is like on a farm like this, plowing. Go with this stick this time, not with your bare hands, with stick. Beat him. He went out. He hit him one time. The guy continued to plow. Hit him a second time, plow. Third time, plow. Until the stick broke out of the hitting of that man, and somehow it rebounded and hit his hand and cut his hand. And he said, ow, that macho man. The one that was plowing came back running at him saying, oh, ya Sayyidi, oh my master. Who was he talking to? To the macho man? Who was he talking to? He said, oh my master, please don't complain from me on the day of judgment. Muslims, all of us, we believe in the day of judgment, but the way we are seeing the day of judgment is different. You see the day of judgment far away. وَإِنَّهُمْ يَرَوْنَهُ بَعِيدًا. They see it so far away. وَنَرَاهُ قَرِيبًا. We see it so close. So awliyaullah, they see judgment day as if it's happening now. Every moment is a judgment day for them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is looking, seeing what they're doing, good or bad. I told you to say goodness to people. I told you to have mercy on the younger one and respect to the older one. He is looking, every moment is a judgment day for awliyaullah. So he said, Ya Sayyid, he's looking, he's seeing nur. Nur of his shaykh, that is part of the nur of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, that is part of the nur that has been, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam from his nur, from his divine nur, his presence. So he's saying, Ya Sayyidi, don't complain to me, don't complain from me on the day of judgment. That is the path. The path is that you reach a state, oh human being, that you do not want to harm directly or indirectly anybody. لا ضرر ولا ضرار. No harm directly or indirectly to anyone. And on top of that, you want all of them to be forgiven and in Jannah because of the mercy in your heart to them. That is the path, the end path. What is the end game of tariqah? Why are we in tariqah? We are in tariqah because to reach that level that no harm from you reaches anybody directly or indirectly. And if it does, you go and kiss their hand and say, don't complain from me. Oh Master, forgive me. Do you do that? So Grand Sheikh said the first one was mubtadi. The first one was beginning to understand this way. That this way is not to harm the others. So he did not reply back. The first one got angry, but he did not reply back. He continued, because he remembered. You cannot say bad words to people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, قُولُ لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا. Say good to people. They remember Qur'anul Kareem. They remember the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the first one did not respond. He is on the path. Doesn't want to hurt anybody by tongue. The second one smiled. You do bad to me, I do good to you. أحسن إلى من أساء إليك. Rasulullah sallallahu ordered, the one that does bad to you, you do good to them. Afu. He smiled. The third one has reached nihaya, min ahli nihaya, from the people of the end. He doesn't see anything except judgment day. He sees the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala overwatching him, looking at him. What are you going to do? And he's asking forgiveness. He says, forgive me, don't complain from me. Forgive me, do not complain, means safh. Afu was safh. Forgiveness, pardoning, and overlooking is not complaining. When you don't complain of somebody that hurt you, that means you have forgiven them. He's seeing the day of judgment in each moment. Do you see the day of judgment happening in each moment? Oh, insan. No, you don't. That is Malik Yawmiddin, the king, the owner of the judgment day. Mawlana Sheikh Nazim said, what does that mean? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is waiting to become something? Do you understand that? Is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala waiting to become the owner of the judgment day? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is waiting to be the king, the master of the judgment day. No. His sifa, if he says, I am the owner of the judgment day, that means he has always been the owner. That means there's a judgment day every moment. He's not waiting to become. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not someone that is waiting to become something. That is you. That is hadith, the one that is every moment or every day, something new happens to them. They become something else. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not waiting for that title to come to him. He's waiting for you to die and come for judgment day. And he says, oh, now finally I am Malik Yawmiddin. I am the owner of the judgment day. He is. So how many Yawmuddin passed? How many Yawmuddin? How many judgment days passed? So one of the meanings of that verse is that Waliullah, when he's looking, all he's seeing is that nur of Yawmul Qiyamah, nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looking at him on judgment day. That is your end in this way. That everything around you becomes engulfed with nurullah. You never become away from him. You never become ghafil, heedless of the Creator. You're always there. You're always there. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. Forgive us. So the people of California, what you need to do, find the tent cities. Talking about the murids, Naqshbandi murids, mashallah, out there, there's so many Naqshbandi murids. Yeah, there's a big one in LA. Big Naqshbandi sheikh. Go out to the tent city and kiss the hands of everybody. That is the order of your sheikh, not mine. He says if you accept to kiss all of them except one, you find out, you say, I'm not going to accept to kiss this one, you are with shaitan on the same plane. If you claim to be somebody. If you don't claim to be somebody, that is different. But if you claim to be somebody, then you have to be not on the same level of shaitan. Shaitan has to take the other way. You heard of Umar radiallahu anh, right? What did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say? Any way you go through, shaitan will take another way. Awliyaullah, they are not on the same path of shaitan. They are not on the same road of shaitan. They are not on the same plane of shaitan. Shaitan takes another way. Yeah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. Forgive us. This is training for us. We cannot be like that. This is very hard. Mawlana Sheikh Nazim, somewhere here I read, he says, I can kiss the hands and the feet of people without any problem. In so many places I read that he has welcomed people, actually picked up their shoes and kissed their hands. Mawlana Sheikh Nazim in Lebanon, according to these suhbas. That's how much he humbled himself down. So that is tariqah, adab al-tasawwuf. What is the adab of tariqah? The adab of the path of Islam is to see everybody better than you, higher than you, and has more khair than you. And you are on the right path at that time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us follow them the right way. بحرمة الحبيب صلى الله عليه وسلم وبسر سورة الفاتحة.